WMAP. This is the world's most amazing people, guys. There is a gentleman that I love having on the show. You guys have heard him a bunch of times, and he's always interesting. Every time he's on, you might have heard him on with Kelly. You know about the POP, the Power of Paradise. He is a speaker. He's a great author. He's a web designer, and just an amazing guy, real interesting. And it's my pleasure to bring him back. I got to bring Desirel Calvin Lawrence back. Desirel, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not bad. I'm doing just perfect. How you doing, Mr. KC?
Well, I am glad that you were on. And first of all, before we get into what you got going on, because you got some really cool stuff going on, I know that you're always thinking about the show. You're always thinking about the station here. You gave us a special guest today. Why don't you tell us who you got with you right now?
Well, that's a good one. This is the former Miss Africa USA 2016.
No way.
Narita Lobo.
Yeah.
And yes.
Narita.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? So thank you for coming on. Wow.
Oh, thank you for having me, and it's a great pleasure to be on your show. I heard so much about you, heard so much about your show. You're just amazing.
Well, how did you meet one of the world's most amazing people in Desirel Calvin Lawrence?
It's funny how we met. We actually met in D.C., and I was coming from the airport, and we met at the station. And the rest is a history. And she's just been such an amazing person in my life and helping me with my project, Little Crowns, and being a co-founder of the organization. She's just been an amazing person.
Desirel, what does Little Crowns mean to you?
Well, Little Crowns is probably going to be in my life for as long as I live. So that's interesting to say that. But yes, Little Crowns means empowering the children for the future, into the future, in underprivileged communities around the world, starting in Africa and, any other country in the world that, needs our help in terms of the tools of education.
Well, it's so neat. When I heard that we were going to be blessed with both of you guys today, I was kind of psyched. I know that, I was teasing the audience before, and I'm glad that you're both here now. Tell me, what can people do to support Little Crowns? And tell us a little bit more about that. Let me go to the former Miss Africa USA pageant queen, Narita. Tell me a little bit about what it means to you.
Little Crowns means a lot to me because it's through an experience that I went through growing up in Cape Verde. And the difficulties that I, went through with my family, especially when it comes to education. So that's what my inspiration came from, to start an organization, which is called Little Crowns, to help children with educational materials back home. And so in 2016, I kind of used the platform Miss Africa USA to kind of start this organization, Little Crowns, to help these children across Africa, which I know for sure they're going through the same thing that I went through. So pretty much my experience growing up in Cape Verde is what inspired me to start Little Crowns. And right now we're doing so great, and a lot of people have been supporting our mission, which is to just collect as many school supplies, talking about backpacks, books, notebooks, pencils, and just bring to those less privileged children in different communities in different countries in Africa.
That is so amazing. And the reason why I think that's so amazing, because I was just talking in this last interview about we have the Maasai, Chief Joe, who comes in from the Maasai every year. My mother's a retired English teacher, and she goes to Kenya, I believe,
wow.
And teaches the kids English. And she said she had never been around such respectful and kids that wanted to learn so much, and she just fell in love with these kids.
Yeah, it's amazing when we can give back. It brings such a joy in our life.
And Desirel, I mean, you're somebody who helps so many different people. How did you get involved with this? Because you have so many projects, and we'll talk about them later. But how'd you get involved with this one?
Little Crowns. Well, it's an interesting journey, I would say, because I met the narrator long before she started the pageantry, and we just started speaking about her dreams, and she said, listen, I want to do this. I know I can do this. There's something about narrator when she says she wants to do something, she does it, and so I was like, you know what, why not? Let's do it. Let's get this going. Let's get it done. And I got into the picture, and we mapped out a plan, and the next thing you know, she's running for the pageantry. She did some amazing things in the pageant, and I would leave that for her to even talk about. Is just what she said at the end of the pageant when they actually had people come together to actually determine who the winner should be, and they had questions for them. And she said something interesting. She said, yeah, maybe that's something you need for her to talk about, or maybe I should say it. I don't even know.
Well, Desirel, I know that she studied like psychology in the university, and she speaks like 5 languages, right?
Yes. 5 language, major in psychology, and sometimes people say, how can you go from psychology into pageant and doing philanthropic work? I said, you know what? Sometimes God uses you in a mysterious way, and I'm just blessed and humbled to say that I serve a mighty God.
That is awesome. That is incredible. Now you're also partners with a travel agency, right? And
yes. I'm a marketing director and public relation for a traveling agency, which we work on promoting our country, Cape Verde, here in the United States. And if you now ever need a vacation, make sure you contact me. I'll make sure to give you the best trip.
Narita, I you know what? I think I'll be calling you in about an hour. Oh man, Desirel, I can tell why this young lady's very special. She's she's as caring as you are.
Yes,
no, thank you so much.
So what's this Volt site? Tell me about what is that? I know you're a chief brand analysis analyst for Volt site. What is that?
So Volt site is, let's say, when you're talking about anything as far as branding yourself, from website, from logo, from finding the perfect name for your company, that's what Volt site is all about. If you're ever struggling with what should I name my company, or what name will it make it successful, because I'm the type of person, I believe on energy behind names, especially your name or any, business name that you're trying to come up with. And VoltSite does that, and we also do website design. We do any graphic work, and we kind of strategize the marketing that will work perfectly for your business.
Well, that Desirel knows about that right there, right?
Yes. Desirel, he knows all the things behind that. He's a tech guy.
Desirel, what isn't it great that you have this relationship with Narita, and you guys both have the same vision?
Yeah, it is. It's a blessing, actually. It's a blessing, and sometimes you're not looking for it. Things just unfold. I look at it in a very interesting way. Sometimes you look at a kid on just walking, and he never saw a snowfall or a snowflake, and all of a sudden the snowflakes are falling, and it falls right on his head, and there's a light in his eyes. And it's like, wow, it's a flake. And all of a sudden, his vision to reality opens in a different way, and that is exactly what I believe narrator has been in so many ways, in terms of how things just walk in mysterious ways again, that you meet somebody, and at the end of the day you can vision bigger than you normally would. So it's just like an eye opener that this is what I can do, and I'm glad you're in my life and as a partner to carry this vision forward, and so it is great. It is definitely great.
That is awesome. Now, Narita, I know you guys with Little Crowns, you have helped so many kids. Tell me about how many you helped. Tell me about that.
So last year we went to Ghana. We were able to help 200 children in Ghana, and then we also went to Cape Verde. Between my island and 2 other islands, we were able to help at least 160. So
Wow.
we combined with Ghana, it is 360 children last year. We were able to help them with school supplies, and this year we also helping another school in Cape Verde in another island. We're helping a school with 150 backpacks, which we're getting ready to ship it by the end of end of November, so they can have it for Christmas, hopefully.
Awesome. That is so great. Wow. I definitely. I got two of the world's most amazing people on the phone here. So,
thank you,
hey,
and thank you for this opportunity to allow us to share.
Well, let me ask you one more thing before I let you go, because I got to talk to Desirel. But Narita, tell me about. Do you have a team or?
Yes, I have a team. Some of them are in Florida, others in DC, and others here in Boston. I couldn't have done this without them. They very supportive as far as coming, with events to raise funds to get those things shipped to make sure these children receive, the school supplies. So a big shout out to my team. You guys rock. Every time we finish a conference call, we say, "Go Team Little Crowns," because we believe on this mission and we believe we can touch, a lot of lives of children across Africa. And one day, I know for sure we go all over the world, not just in Africa, but all over the world.
That's awesome, Desirel. That must make you proud.
Oh no, definitely. I can ask for a better experience. Really can't. So yes, I'm blessed to be in her life. Blessed to be doing this, and blessed to even have this vision for the children.
And I think that's so cool. And Desirel, tell me again. I know that I always talk about it, but there's something that you got going on now. There's something called New Clay. What is that? Because anything that you're involved in, I want to know about.
Well, I'll tell you about New Clay. New Clay is again it's the Brandon department of Volkswagen, pretty much. It's a conglomerate connected to Volkswagen, but it is an independent company itself. And New Clay is connected to Brandon on a different level. Brandon, where we actually find out what is exactly the key elements in your name. And like I said in the previous interview, I was talking about the mathematical principles behind sound. When you have musical notes, it's moving in a particular wavelength. And all the sounds have a way of determining how people respond to certain things. And I have extensively researched the idea of names and how it actually it's like a musical note of a kind that the sound waves nearly determine what is happening or how you respond to a particular beat or how you're responding to that particular sound. And it's actually creating that person's destiny in so many ways, and you don't even know it. It's a very subtle energy, but it's the energy prevalent in everything in this world. Everything has energy inherent within it, and that's what I believe both sides, New Clay is doing. New Clay with a K. That's the name. Yes.
That's so cool. Now, you're the founder of that, right?
Yes, I'm the founder, yes.
Yeah. So where would people go to get more information about that?
Well, they can go to newclay.com, newclay with a K, .com, and it gives them a good understanding of what I'm doing. Right now I have something in the wraps. We've not yet unveiled it. It's coming out very soon in Vegas, actually, but we're not talking about it just yet. What we're trying to do is get as many people that are interested in branding themselves with the highest level of attention, but with a focus. Like I said in the last interview, I said individuals that have value within themselves, or trying to find that within themselves and know they have something to really offer the world, they need a name to push that vehicle into the perfect light. And that's what we're trying to do, branding them with a purpose, branding them with destination in mind, and hopefully when they get on the site and they leave an information that we can use to contact them, we will be able to reach out to them and give them a good understanding of what this company we're trying to unveil is, hopefully December, that allows people to really brand themselves at the ultimate level of perfection, if I can. Not that's what I'm saying, not that we can even prove perfection, but I'm just saying
But you try your best. We always try and go for perfection, and why would you try and go for anything else?
Talk about it.
You know,
about it.
So are you I know that you're real busy, and I know that you're pretty much booked. I don't know if people can get you, but are you still doing speaking gigs? Do you have any dates open or no?
Well, no dates open now, but I still have it in the works. It is still going on. I'm still talking about it. It's still based on the name Brandon and how names have a way of influence. I went back to the biblical times when.
Oh man, hey Desirel, I'm losing you, buddy. So, Desirel, you there?
Yes, I am. Are you there?
Are you on? You're not on your speaker. Are you talking into the headset?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
that.
Perfect. Right there. Yeah. I'm sorry. Give me that answer again, because I don't want to miss anything you're saying.
Yeah. So I said basically, I look back to the time of history when names were changed biblically, and actually redefine the destiny of the individual based on the name change. And when I look at those inferences, I realize that there's an import to the understanding of the science that I'm talking about that helps people determine a greater destination in terms of how their names correspond to their destiny, to their destinies. And it's been a very interesting science I've been working on. I've been breaking down the mathematical principles behind the names and understanding how it actually reflects in the person's future dynamics.
Wow. So tell me more about it, because I remember I used to have a real good friend. His name was Dave Skye. Do you know that guy?
That's a good one, Casey. That's a very good one. Yes. That's a very good one. Yes, that's that's a good one. Yes, that is David Skye. That was me when I wrote my book, Power of Paradise. And yes, of course, when I wrote that, it was a name that just felt like a perfect pen name for the book. And I wrote it. It was Dave Skye under the name Dave Skye for Power of Paradise, and it was the book Power of Paradise. And that's even a different story. I wish I could get into the Power of Paradise if you don't mind, but.
Sure. Yeah. We could talk about it this week, or because guys, I got a special announcement which is really cool. Is this Desirel is going to bless us with being with us once a week here, which is pretty cool. And because I know you guys love when he's on, but if you want Desirel, I know that you can get into that now if you'd like, or if you want next week we can get into it. It's up to you, buddy.
That'd be great. Next week will be fine.
Okay.
Next week will be fine because I know we've said quite a number of things today. But even while that is going on, they can go to Power of Paradise for now, and I'll talk more about it later. They can go to powerofparadise.com, but it gives you a great insight into a little bit of the book for now. And I'll tell you more about the book later on. I'll give a very brief introduction, but I'll go into detail hopefully in the next meeting. Or the next interview, if possible.
Okay.
And but even right now, when you go there, is the idea of inventing the future with a choice, and that is what the Power of Paradise is. And it has a compendium of stories I will try to break down in the next story. Some of the most prolific stories you will ever read, and I'm just saying it based on people's projections of it already, and I will also encourage you to go to the site and see some very interesting things we did with Stephen Hawking when it was talking about a train ride into the future, which is interesting analogy. He's a British mathematician and physicist, but people probably know Stephen Hawking.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's an amazing person, and that's how much I am based and. That's how much confidence I have in the book in terms of its applications to the world and how it can actually change the world. But you go there, you have an interesting insight into the train ride into the future. It's just one of those things. But the book can actually be purchased. You can actually get an opportunity to have an understanding of what it is and what it's doing before I even get on air the next time I come on air. So you can actually have an insight into what I will be talking about, because some of the great, I'm telling you, you got to read a book. And But how much can I tell you right now? But I know let's leave that till the next interview and hopefully get people interested in looking more into this.
Okay, all right. So we're all gonna go. We'll check out POP, the Power of Paradise, and we'll check out New Clay. That's new with a K, New Clay. And I'm just so happy that we had a former Miss Miss Africa USA, the pageant queen Narita was with us tonight. And I don't know if Narita, you still there, bud?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, and look, I got to tell you, like, both you guys are so interesting. I mean, if there weren't two people that were meant to work with each other and be a part of each other's lives, that's I think I'm talking to two of them right now.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And so Narita, let me ask you now. There's a lot of people that listen to the show, like especially younger people, and they hear you two. You got these great things that you're doing. You're helping other people. What type of advice would you give to younger people just starting out that are listening to you right now, Narita?
My advice that I would give to anyone that would like to do the same thing that we're doing, or would just like to do something different. First thing is to always put God first in everything that you do, and believe in anything. When I say anything, believe it. I come from a poor family. When I say poor, like, I mean very poor. And never in my life would I imagine God would bring me into this position, into making difference in other people's lives. So I am grateful for that. And never allow your circumstance to define your future. Believe, put God first, and work towards it. Anything is possible.
That's amazing. Desirel, I see what you mean. She's pretty amazing, dude.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. I mean, what Desirel, let me ask you the same question, man. I mean, people hear you on the show, they love you, and, she said it very eloquently, but what would be your advice to younger people?
Well, with everything you just said, I put a trump on that, and that is definitely so true. Putting God first, being able to embrace the possibilities that the God we never knew we could love this much is doing for us, and that's how interesting this is, because you don't even know this God we so much want to put out of our lives and put out of the picture is so involved in making everything possible for us. It's how can you say God, there's no God, or anything without involving the name God in it?
That's a good point. Yeah, man, it's not bad.
So there has to be an understanding of God before you say there's no God,
Yeah, right. I never thought about it that way. That's pretty cool.
But there's an element of truth in that, because the universe works in a system that rewards everyone according to what they do, and I think it's important to embrace this greater understanding of truth within us. The spirit, when we look within, you look within yourself. Every young person should look within themselves. It's not about what you see outside; it's what you see inside. Some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you, hopefully next week, is about looking within you, because I'm going to unveil some very interesting concepts that I just came up with, that I come up with instantly. And it's all about looking within yourself, not looking without, but within, because you'll find out that some of the things that you will never understand starts from inside.
Well, I mean, I can't wait, and I'm sure all the other listeners, and I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank you guys. Any last words from my new friend right there? This is Narita. She's Miss Africa USA, the pageant queen. My new friend. Any question?
Yes.
Anything to say?
Thank you for all the audience that's been listening to us, and if anybody wish to be part of this mission and help us, as far as sending us school supplies our way, they can visit our website, which is littlecrowns.org. you can visit our Facebook page, which also is littlecrowns.org. Just shoot us an email or contact us and let us know if you would like to be part of this great mission.
That's awesome, guys. That's Little Crown
Yes.
right there, and everybody get involved. .org,
Yes.
littlecrown.org. Thank you so much, right there. And,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Desirel. Give us the last word, buddy.
Well, what else can I say? Please go to littlecrowns.org, which is perfect. I think you will love it. You will see what we do and what even we do with what designing websites and how great of a work we do. Support our mission. Ask us for a website. Let us design it for you, and let's use some of that money to support the mission. Whatever you want to do to bring us closer to our goals of reaching these children all over Africa will be very, very welcome. And then you can, go to powerparadise.com. Get the book. We'll probably be using that money, too, to help the children. But anything you can do is actually looking within yourself, first of all. I think that's the most important thing, looking within yourself and finding that courage within yourself to make a difference. That's the best thing you will do for us at this moment, to look within yourself and know that you have everything it takes to change the world around you and make it a better place. And definitely when you do that, come support us, come join us. We look forward to... And Casey, I just want to say thank you.
No, I want to say thank you to you guys. You guys are pretty incredible, man.
I got to say thank you for one thing, because it's something I've been thinking about today, and it's you give us wings to fly. No matter how strange it looks that you just go and you give everybody that comes on this show talking about what they do, you give them wings to fly.
Wow.
And I can't thank you so much for that.
Well,
I can't even thank you enough for that. I really appreciate you. And
I appreciate you, Desirel, and that's you're what makes this worth doing. You know what I mean? When I meet good people like you guys. So, guys, we're gonna hear more from Desirel Calvin Lawrence next week, and man, two of the most amazing people ever, right there, guys. Thank you so much, and God bless both of you.
Thank you very much.